There was so much testimony in my 8 years serving on the Health and Welfare Committee in the House of women who had elected to have an abortion, but did not receive the proper care or received an abortion from a physician that was not competent, and it led to consequences that they never could have imagined.
There have been a number of cases where women have had to have complete hysterectomies, forever ruining their chances of having a child.
Laura Hope Smith went in for this abortion procedure. It was a 2-day procedure, and what happened was, during the procedure, Laura stopped breathing. They were never able to get her to breathe again. They were not trained in CPR. They didn't have the equipment there. Laura was taken to the hospital, and she was pronounced dead. But Laura's not the only one. There have been women in Louisiana that have been severely wounded by abortion, just even in 2019.
When they go to a clinic, they should be able to expect that the doctor there meets certain basic qualifications. Louisiana has attempted to make sure that these clinics and their providers do meet those basic qualifications. And we've done that in a number of ways, one of which is requiring hospital privileges because of the long history of substandard care.
Failing to sanitize the ultrasound probe in between patients, a repeated pattern of failing to meet even the most basic health and safety standards.
The two that I personally were in, they were absolutely filthy. It's amazing to me that more people don't get sick or die, and if they do, I don't know how accurately it is reported.
The lack of any vetting of the hiring at Hope Medical Clinic in Shreveport, where the medical director, he hired an ophthalmologist and he hired a radiologist to perform abortions. And I doubt any of those women who came to that clinic knew that the doctor who was performing their abortion was trained as a radiologist or as an eye doctor, and not trained to even recognize some of the more significant conditions that can present themselves and be complications for women having an abortion, much less even be able to perform the procedure.
So that's one of the reasons why I testified in the legislation, because I felt that my voice was representation of the thousands of voices of women in Louisiana that have been hurt by abortion, and that nobody was really holding these abortion practitioners to accountability. And honestly, that the shoddy abortion practices had to stop.
Although I pray for the day when abortion is no longer legal, at this time it is. That's why Act 620 is so important, because in the instance that a woman makes the unfortunate choice to have an abortion, that abortion should be provided in a safe environment with a physician who is competent and who is able to provide a continuity of care in the instance of an emergency.
Act 620 is only asking these doctors to comply with the same level of competency that we ask of other doctors who are providing high-volume surgical procedures. What they are asking for instead is a special exemption, and we don't think that's in women's best interests.
These abortion practitioners say that they want to be the voices for women when they're the ones that are making the money from the women who are vulnerable that are having the abortions.
I've asked myself why these doctors are being permitted to co-opt voices of women to challenge laws that protect women and provide a safer, cleaner environment with more competent care. There is a conflict of interest that is unavoidable here.
The abortion industry has been telling women like me to keep quiet, to shut up. We don't want to hear your voice, and keep quiet about your pain. But it's time that our voices override the voices of any of the abortion industry.
We are your women. We are your daughters. We are your mothers. We are your sisters. Women deserve better.